Hi, I'm Eden. I'm 17 years old, and up until 3 months ago, I thought I knew what my life was going to look like. I had plans, college applications ready, a part-time job at the local hardware store, and a girlfriend named Maya who actually believed in me. My mom, Rachel, and I weren't close exactly, but we had a rhythm. She worked double shifts at the hospital. I kept the apartment clean, and we passed each other like roommates who shared DNA. Eden, you working tonight? Mom asked one Tuesday morning, pouring coffee without looking at me. Yeah, 4 to 9. Mr. Peterson needs help with inventory. Good, I'm pulling a double. There's leftover pasta in the fridge. Cool. Hey, Mom, I got accepted to state. The letter came yesterday. She paused, cup halfway to her lips. That's nice, sweetie. We'll talk about it later, okay? I'm running late. That was Mom. Everything was later. But I didn't mind. I figured later would come eventually. The shift started when she met Derek. She came home one night practically glowing, going on about this amazing man she'd met at some hospital charity event. He's a surgeon, Eden, a surgeon, and he's so kind and funny, and God, I haven't felt this way in years. That's great, Mom. I'm happy for you. Over the next few weeks, Derek became a constant presence. Not in our apartment, Mom always met him elsewhere, but in every conversation. Derek said this, Derek thinks that. Derek has a house in the suburbs. You should meet him, Mom said one evening. Sure, whenever you want. How about Saturday? We could grab dinner, the three of us. Saturday came. Derek was exactly what I expected, tall, polished, with a smile that looked practiced. Eden, your mother's told me so much about you. Yeah, hope it was good stuff. All excellent things. She says you're quite the handyman. I guess so. I like working with my hands. Mom beamed. Eden's wonderful at fixing things. He rebuilt our entire bathroom sink last year. Derek nodded, but his eyes had already moved past me. Throughout dinner, he asked questions that felt rehearsed. Each answer I gave received the same polite nod, the same distant smile. But it was what I overheard in the parking lot that changed everything. I'd gone ahead to the car while Mom stopped at the restroom. Derek stood near his BMW, phone pressed to his ear. No, Mother, he's not part of the package. I know. Rachel understands. The boy's nearly 18 anyway. Yes, we've discussed options. I'm not raising another man's kid, that's final. My hands went numb. When Mom came out, I was already sitting in the passenger seat, staring straight ahead. Eden, you okay? Derek doesn't want me around, does he? Her face went white. What? Where did you? I heard him on the phone, talking about options. She gripped the steering wheel but didn't start the car. Eden, sweetie, it's complicated. What's complicated about it? Either he accepts both of us or he's offering me a life I never thought I'd have. A real home, security, a future. And I'm in the way of that future. No, you're almost an adult. You'll be going to college soon anyway. My chest felt tight. Mom, what are you saying? She turned to me then, and I saw something in her eyes I'd never seen before, something hollow. There are programs, Eden, good programs, foster care systems designed for teenagers transitioning to adulthood. Derek knows people who, you're going to give me away. Don't be dramatic. I'm trying to set you up for success. These programs offer support, housing, job training. I have a home, with you. Eden, please try to understand. No, I opened the car door. You know what? I do understand. I understand perfectly. I walked the 4 miles back to our apartment. She didn't follow. The next morning, I called the only person I knew who'd tell me the truth. My Uncle Marcus, Mom's younger brother. Eden, kid, it's 6 in the morning. Uncle Marcus, did Mom talk to you about me, about giving me up? Silence. Then, son of a... She actually went through with it. I told her not to. I told her this was insane. So you knew? She called me 2 weeks ago, said Derek wanted a fresh start and that she was looking into transitional programs for you. I told her she was out of her mind. You're her son, not a piece of furniture she can donate. What do I do? First, you document everything. Every conversation, every text, every email. Second, you call me if she tries to sign any papers. Third, you talk to your school counselor. What she's planning might technically be legal, but it's morally bankrupt. Monday at school, I found Miss Chen, the guidance counselor, who'd helped me with my college applications. Eden, come in. You look terrible. What's going on? I told her everything. She listened without interrupting, her expression growing darker with each sentence. Your mother is planning to voluntarily terminate her parental rights? She calls it transitioning me to independence programs. But yeah, Miss Chen leaned back in her chair. Eden, you're 17. In 3 months, you turn 18. What your mother is proposing is legal, but It's devastating. Have you talked to anyone else about this? My Uncle Marcus, he told me to document everything. Smart man. I'm going to connect you with a social worker I know. Her name is Patricia Gomez. In the meantime, keep living your normal life. Don't give your mother any ammunition. That afternoon, Maya found me sitting in my truck in the school parking lot. Eden, you've been avoiding my texts. Sorry, family stuff. She climbed into the passenger seat. Talk to me, I told her. Watching her face change from confusion to disbelief to pure anger was almost satisfying. She's doing what? Giving me up so she can play house with her surgeon boyfriend. That's, Eden, that's abandonment. What are you going to do? Make sure everyone knows exactly what kind of person Rachel Murphy really is. Maya grabbed my hand. My parents will help. My dad's a lawyer. Well, he does corporate stuff, but he knows people. And you can stay with us if you need to. Your parents would do that? Are you kidding? My mom already loves you. When she finds out what your mom's doing, she'll probably march over there. She trailed off. Actually, maybe we should keep my mom in reserve. She gets scary when she's protective. Wednesday evening, Mom came home early. I was making dinner, spaghetti, the same meal I'd been making twice a week for years. We need to talk, she said, setting her purse down. I'm listening. I spoke with a counselor at Jefferson House. It's a wonderful program for young adults transitioning to independence. They provide housing, job assistance, educational support. When's the wedding? She blinked. What? You and Derek. When's the wedding? Because you're not doing this for me. You're doing this for him. Eden, that's not fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? I cook, I clean, I work, I get good grades, and I've never asked you for anything beyond basic attention. And now you're throwing me away like I'm an old couch that doesn't match Derek's new house. Stop being so dramatic. You're almost an adult. I'm 17, Mom, 17. And in 3 months, you'll be 18, living in a dorm somewhere anyway. So, why not wait 3 months? Why not let me finish senior year in my own home? She looked away. Derek and I want to move in together. His house isn't... He doesn't have space for... Say it, he doesn't want me. He wants a future with me, just me. And you're choosing him. I'm choosing a chance at happiness. Is that so wrong? I've sacrificed everything for you for 17 years. Nobody asked you to. Parents don't get credit for doing the bare minimum. She stepped back like I'd slapped her. I've arranged for you to meet with the Jefferson House director on Friday. You'll go to that meeting. Or what? Or I'll have no choice but to pursue other options. She left the kitchen. I heard her bedroom door slam. I texted Uncle Marcus. She wants me to meet with some transitional program on Friday. Can you come? His response was immediate. I'll be there. Don't sign anything. Friday came. The Jefferson House was nicer than I expected. A renovated building with comfortable furniture and motivational posters. The director, Mrs. Walsh, had kind eyes. Eden, I'm so glad you could come today. Your mother spoke very highly of you. Uncle Marcus sat beside me. I'm Marcus Murphy, Eden's uncle. I'm here to observe and support my nephew. Mrs. Walsh nodded. Of course, family involvement is important. She turned to my mother. Mrs. Murphy, why don't you tell me what brings you here? Mom shifted in her seat. I'm getting remarried, and my fiancé and I feel that Eden would benefit from a more structured transitional program as he approaches adulthood. I see. And Eden, how do you feel about this? I feel like I'm being discarded because I don't fit into my mom's new life. Mom's face flushed. That's not... Mrs. Murphy, Uncle Marcus interrupted. Let's be honest. Your fiancé doesn't want a teenage stepson, and you're choosing him over your child. That's a simplification, is it? Because Eden has 3 months until he's legally an adult. Why can't he stay in his home until then? Mom's voice rose. Because Derek and I want to start our life together. Is that so terrible? I've put my life on hold for 17 years. No one forced you to have a child, Rachel. Easy for you to say. You don't have kids. You don't know what it's like to sacrifice everything and then finally have a chance at something for yourself. Mrs. Walsh raised her hand. Let's take a breath. Mrs. Murphy, I need to be honest. Our program is designed for young people who don't have stable family options. Eden has family. He has an uncle who clearly cares about him. He's 3 months from legal adulthood. This feels less like a transition and more like abandonment. Mom stood up. I didn't come here to be judged. And I'm trying to help, but I can't facilitate a placement that seems motivated by a parent's romantic relationship rather than a child's best interests. Fine, then we'll find another program. Come on, Eden. No. Mom turned to me. What? I said no. I'm not going anywhere with you. Eden, stop being difficult. I'm staying with Uncle Marcus. You want your fresh start? Have it. But don't pretend you're doing this for me. Derek's voice came from the doorway. Rachel, what's taking so long? He'd been waiting outside. Mom looked between us. Derek, I can explain. He walked in, taking in the scene. Is there a problem? Uncle Marcus stood. Yeah, you want this woman so badly you're making her throw away her kid. Derek's jaw tightened. That's not what's happening. Then what is happening? I asked. Explain it to me. Your mother and I are building a life together. You're nearly an adult. It's time for you to build your own life. I'm 17. Close enough. Not legally. His eyes went cold. Listen, kid, your mother has sacrificed enough. She deserves happiness. If you cared about her at all, you'd want that for her. I do want her to be happy. I just thought I'd be part of that happiness. You can be. From a distance. Mom touched his arm. Derek, maybe we should... He pulled away. No, I've been patient. I've been understanding. But I made it clear from the start. I'm not raising another man's kid. If you can't follow through with this, then maybe we need to reconsider everything. The room went silent. Mom looked at me, then at Derek, then back at me. I'm sorry, Eden. Don't apologize, just own it. Say you're choosing him over me. I'm choosing a future without your son. She flinched but didn't deny it. Derek put his arm around her. Come on, Rachel, we're done here. As they turned to leave, Uncle Marcus called out, Rachel, you walk out that door and you'll regret this for the rest of your life. She paused. For just a second, I thought she might turn around. She didn't. Uncle Marcus became my legal guardian 3 days later. Mom signed the papers without argument. They were married 2 weeks after that, a small ceremony I learned about through Facebook. But I wasn't done. Maya's dad connected me with a family attorney named Robert Chen. What your mother did is legal, he explained, but we can make sure it follows her. Public record, social media, truth. What are you suggesting? Your story. Put it out there, not vindictively, just factually. Let people draw their own conclusions. With Maya's help, I created a TikTok account. The first video was simple. Me, in Uncle Marcus's living room, explaining what happened. Hi, my name is Eden. 3 months before I turned 18, my mother voluntarily terminated her parental rights so she could marry a man who didn't want a stepson. I didn't cry, didn't yell, just told the truth. The video went viral. 3 million views in 2 days. Mom's hospital started getting calls. Derek's practice got emails. Not harassment, just people asking if they knew what kind of person Rachel Murphy was. Maya showed me the comments. People are on your side, like overwhelmingly. Good. 2 weeks later, Mom called. Eden, we need to talk. I don't think we do. Please, I made a mistake. I see that now. Derek and I are having problems, and I thought, you thought what? You could come back, pretend this didn't happen? I'm your mother. No, you were my mother. You gave that up. Legally, remember? I want to fix this. There's nothing to fix. You made your choice. Eden, please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't care. How can you say that? I'm your mother. You signed papers that say otherwise. You stood in an office and chose a man who saw me as an obstacle. You picked a wedding date while I was packing my stuff. So no, you don't get to be sorry now. But I hope Derek makes you happy, Mom. I really do. Because he cost you everything. I hung up. Uncle Marcus looked up from his newspaper. You okay? Yeah, actually I am. And I was. A month later, I started at State University with a full scholarship. Uncle Marcus drove me to campus, helped me move into my dorm, and took me to dinner. Your mom called me, he said over burgers. She wants to see you. What did you tell her? I told her you're an adult now. It's your choice. I'm not ready. That's fair. Maybe someday, maybe never. Either way, it's your call. Maya visited every weekend. Miss Chen wrote me a recommendation letter. Mrs. Walsh from Jefferson House sent a care package with a note. You deserved better. Proud of how you're handling it. The TikTok account became a space where other kids shared their stories. Kids who'd been abandoned, rejected, chosen last. I read every comment, responded to as many as I could. Mom and Derek divorced after 6 months. She reached out again, but I didn't respond. Uncle Marcus says I should forgive her eventually. Maya says it's up to me. Miss Chen says healing isn't linear. I say I'm exactly where I need to be. 3 years later, I'm doing fine. Better than fine. I'm studying social work. planning to help kids like me. I have friends, a life, a future I built myself. Mom sends birthday cards. I don't open them. Derek apparently married someone else, someone without kids. And me? I'm happy, not in spite of what happened, maybe because of it. I learned who I could count on. I learned my worth isn't determined by who chooses to love me. I learned I'm enough. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to walk away from a parent who chose someone else over you? How did you handle it? Drop your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true stories about standing up for yourself. You're stronger than you think.